Now you see that download is happened, pm file nub-2020 pm file. Now this is the network set it, let me default. This is important. So this is something we call it a security groups. In simple way, you can call it a firewall. Okay, so firewall. So which for this machine, which port is open, which port is not open, you decide through the firewall. So instead of using this existing one, I'm creating a new one. What you are allowing, SSH you are allowing, you can allow HTTP, HTTPS and all. But you know this firewall is something you can modify later also. So because I'm creating Linux, so SSH has to be and done. And after this, you have to configure the storage, how much storage and what type of storage you want this for this VM. You can check this here, and by default I'll let it be and get going. So 8 GB is sufficient for that. You want more, and then some of the advanced detail right now just leave it as it is. And summary, how many instances you want of that? Only one. You can put it 1000 also. So 1000 instances to be created. Only one right now, that's sufficient. Now everything whatever you selected here, right side you will have the summary. Where is summary? Summary somewhere should be, and launch instance. Okay, so now I created one Linux here, and see, and go to this. So these are the instances which we created earlier. Now you see this is the pending here. I did not name it, so here I can come and name it Linux. Add it. Now this I created Linux. Now it's running. So if you see that this machine, lots of information you get comfortable. This UI I don't like, to be honest, but nothing can be done. You have to get used to it. So you have to see that here. So here you see details, security, networking, storage, status, monitoring, tag. So details you see that here. You got the public IP address, private IP address, and all other details you see here, DNS here. I would ask you to spend some time here and get comfortable. And security, networking groups, VPC and all network and all will be there. And get comfortable, slowly you get it. Now why we have a two IP address, public and private? So it's very simple. So now let's say this is your VM. Now this VM is in the data center of AWS. So if you are inside a data center and that network, then you can access this VM. But somewhere I'm outside in Bengaluru. So how can I access this VM? So what AWS is saying, hey, I'll give you an IP address, which is a public IP address, which you can reach out from any place in the globe. So when you hit this public IP address, I will reroute to this private IP address. So that's the reason private IP address is a real one. Public IP address is the one which they give it to you, so you can access from outside, from anywhere. By the way, public IP address is temporary. When you stop the instance and you restart it, and you stop and start, then it will change it. Okay, so this is the IP address, and so what is username? So username, for that I click here and click connect, and here there's so many ways to connect actually.
Right there, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you said when you stop and start it, the IP address will change. So would it, let's say you have built something, already, and you stop and start, would you be able to use the new IP address?
No. So what is the fix for this? Because I said this IP address is free for you. So the design is something like that. When you stop and start, then IP address will be released to the pool and you get the new IP address. But this is a problem for running your application for the DNS server. So what you will do, you will go to the here elastic IP, you can buy this elastic IP and this will not change. See here, I have bought 2 IPs actually. So this IP address will not change. That means you are booking permanently. The advantage and disadvantage is like this. Advantage is like this IP address will not change. So you attach to your EC2 instance, just select here and action and attach. It's already attached, so you can see that this is attached to the this one. This is already attached. But let's say this will be free as long as you are running the uh, EC2 instance. If your EC2 instance is in stop mode, then this will become a paid service. So elastic IP is the keyword for fixing the IP address issues. Make sense?
Got
So,
it. Thank you.
for example, if you see that, let me show you here. I have a few instances earlier running. Let's say this is the one I run right now. This is the one. See, this is a having elastic IP address, but this IP address is a random IP address. So it's like that. So you can fix that also. So yeah, I was talking about this how to access this instance. So how to get a username. So there's so many ways to access it. You have a session manager, SSH client, serial console, and all. So don't get lost. SSH client, what we do on a daily basis. So if you see that SSH client, this is the command for this. So what is the username here? So this is the key, we have to use it. This is the command. 12. This is the IP address. It can be a DNS name. That's both are same. This IP address you can put it up here, and you're done. So this command, which using that you can access it. Make sure that this PM file should be in the current IP. But we also use the putty and all. So you got the username, PM file, IP address. That's what we need to access. Now let me create one Windows machines also. Same time. So cancel. I'll go ahead and create one more launch, one more instance. This time Windows. I'm giving a name Windows. And here Windows machines. Here you decide that 22 you need or some other version you need. I'm okay for time being 22. I don't care. So for 22 you require little bit of more CPU, so I'll go for 1 CPU, 2 GB. Okay, 2 GB RAM. Now here you can use the same key pair which you created last time, or you can use for something else also. So here uh, I forgot what is the name of security group, anyone remember? Yeah, no. So this one I created now 2022, and security groups I have to, last time I think I created some security groups uh, and I forgot completely what was that. So you can create a security group, existing one, okay, and or you can select the security group or you can create it. Guys, so sorry about that. There's some background noise from coming from my side. I'm helpless actually. So I hope you are able to hear me at least, correct?
Rajesh, is security group considered as a firewall in Linux?
Security group is firewall.
Okay.
It's a network firewall. Okay, there's a see. There is a two types of firewall which we have. Let's say this is your network. I mean network, and this is the multiple machines are there. Okay, so there's one firewall you have in the each machine. This is called OS level firewall. Like I'll show you this map here. This is the OS level firewall. Firewall. See here, correct now? So this is the OS level firewall, and there is one network level firewall also we have, network firewall. So this security group, the one which you see, is a network firewall, not this OS level firewall. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So I have to select, if you want to select, you want to create, is up to you. So let's see that here. Let it be created. Now here, if you see that earlier when you create a Linux, it was SSH. Now here is RDP. Okay, RDP 34 something, some port number is there. 330 GB hard disk and all the stuff like that. Right side you can see the summary, whatever is selected and launch instance. Okay, so remember the key which I selected was same the one which I created last sessions. So here, as part of this process, you saw that using the following the widgets, I created one Linux box uh, and Windows box here, Windows and Linux. Are you comfortable so far?
Yes.
Yes.
So how do we use it? So let's use it. So guys, if you want to use it Linux, you have to decide first protocol. So SSH protocol, that means you can use some SSH utilities and all. So I have a git bash installed in these machines. So where is the, this is the place, this is the key. I'll just open up a git bash. No. Bash. It's okay. Here. So this is a git bash. You can use any other SSH utilities also, like MOVAs and remote ng, many other. You can use, in fact, this one, what is it? Visual Code Studio also. All of you must have installed this editor, right? So PowerShell also you can use it. See you. Enter. So this is the PM file, yes. And here I have logged in into the Ubuntu. Do whatever you want. You want to become a root. See right now Ubuntu, right? Sudo -s. You are a root now. Do whatever you want. Install any software or learn Linux or whatever you want to do. You can do it. So what I want to do. So I want to install some applications. It's Ubuntu. Remember. So Ubuntu package manager apt get, right? Install Apache 2. I'm installing Apache 2. Okay. Yes. So I'm installing one software, Apache 2 web server, and just for the demo sake, you can do literally anything, whatever you want. Done. So after that, system CPL, start Apache 2. Access now. So let me show you. This is the IP address. Put it in browser. So see, it's not accessible, but can I access locally? Curl HTTP localhost. So it's accessible. So what is the region? What could be the region? All of you?
The region by here.
So see here, security groups can be the region. So here I know that in this Ubuntu image, the OS level security. Yeah, firewall. So OS level firewall, they have disabled it in all AMIs, but network level firewall which you manage from here. So go to the Linux security, and here your firewall, this security group. Click on it, and here you see only you are allowed in SSH port. 80 port you do not allow HTTP. So what to do? Edit. Add rule.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.